Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, the home for in-depth motorcycle reviews and breakdowns where we dive into the machines that truly matter to riders. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 2026 Kawasaki Z650RS, a modern classic that blends retro-inspired styling with cutting-edge technology and reliable performance. Kawasaki's RS line has become known for delivering bikes that pull at the heartstrings of nostalgic riders while satisfying modern expectations for performance and safety, and the Z650RS is perhaps the purest expression of that philosophy. This is the full, no-compromise review you've been waiting for, covering everything from design and features to ride quality, performance, and price. So stick around as we find out if the 2026 Z650RS deserves a spot in your garage. The first thing you'll notice about the Z650RS is its unmistakable retro look. Kawasaki has done a fantastic job capturing the spirit of their legendary Z-series bikes from the 1970s, but they've paired that vintage vibe with clean, contemporary details. The round LED headlamp instantly evokes memories of the iconic Z1, while the teardrop-shaped fuel tank with its classic knee indents feels timeless and ergonomic. The wire spoke-style alloy wheels, slim side panels, and minimalistic tail section complete the vintage aesthetic without sacrificing modern conveniences like LED lighting all around and digital instrumentation. Kawasaki offers the Z650RS in several gorgeous color options for 2026, including a new metallic Diablo black with gold striping and a vibrant candy emerald green, both of which scream heritage. Beneath that retro skin, however, is thoroughly modern engineering. At the heart of the Z650RS is the proven 649cc parallel twin engine that has powered the Z650 line for years. For 2026, Kawasaki has fine-tuned the engine mapping for smoother throttle response and slightly improved mid-range torque, making it even more versatile for urban commuting and weekend canyon runs. The motor produces around 68 horsepower and 64 Nm of torque, which might not sound earth-shattering on paper, but it delivers power in a predictable, usable way that makes it a joy for both new riders and experienced enthusiasts. The 6-speed gearbox remains crisp and responsive, and Kawasaki's assistant slipper clutch technology ensures lighter lever action and smoother downshifts. Performance on the road is where the Z650RS really shines. The lightweight trellis frame, borrowed from the standard Z650 but slightly tweaked for retro styling, contributes to an incredibly nimble feel. Weighing in at just around 187 kilograms, but the bike feels flexible in city traffic and planted on twisty back roads. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm telescopic fork up front and a horizontal backlink rear shock with preloaded adjustability. This setup strikes a balance between comfort and sporty handling, soaking up bumps on uneven roads while still giving you confidence in corners. Braking is handled by dual 300mm front discs with dual piston calipers and a 220mm rear disc, all supported by a refined ABS system. For 2026, Kawasaki has tweaked the ABS software to provide smoother intervention, especially during aggressive riding. One of the most noticeable upgrades this year is the inclusion of Kawasaki's latest rider assist electronics. While the Z650RS remains intentionally simple compared to some tech-laden sport bikes, it now includes a basic traction control system with 2 levels of intervention plus off. This is a welcome addition for riders tackling wet roads or loose gravel, and it doesn't take away from the bike's analog charm. The retro-inspired dual-dial instrument cluster is another highlight. It blends classic analog speedometer and tachometer needles with a discrete LCD panel that displays gear position, fuel level, trip data, and more. It's a perfect fusion of old-school styling and modern functionality. Comfort is another area where the Z650RS stands out. Kawasaki has positioned the handlebars slightly higher and brought the foot pegs a little lower than the sportier Z650, creating a more upright and relaxed strutting posture. The seat height of 800mm makes it accessible to a wide range of riders while still giving enough legroom for taller individuals. The seat itself is well padded and supportive, making longer rides less fatiguing. Passenger accommodations are modest but usable, with a slightly stepped rear section and sturdy grab rails. Fuel economy is a pleasant surprise to riders can expect around 50 miles per gallon 21 km/L, making the Z650RS an efficient choice for both commuting and weekend adventures. In terms of technology, Kawasaki has resisted the urge to overcomplicate things, which fits the Z650RS's retro ethos. You won't find a massive TFT display or a suite of riding modes here, but you do get smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Radiology app. This allows you to view trip logs, maintenance reminders, and basic notifications when your phone is paired via Bluetooth. It's subtle and doesn't distract from the classic character of the bike, but it's handy for riders who like to keep tabs on their machine. When it comes to design elements beyond the retro styling, there are lots of thoughtful touches that elevate the bike. The side covers are designed to mimic the Z1's silhouette, while the tank badging and pinstriping have a distinctly 1970s feel. The exhaust system has been carefully tuned not just for performance but for an engaging sound. It's a pleasant growl that becomes a spirited bark as you climb through the revs. Small details like the polished fork tubes, aluminum foot peg brackets, and textured seat cover all contribute to the premium feel without pushing the price into unreachable territory. Speaking of price, Kawasaki has managed to keep the Z650RS competitive in its class. For 2026, the starting MSRP is expected to be around $8,899 in the US market, which positions it nicely against rivals like the Yamaha XSR 700 and the Triumph Trident 660. For riders in Europe or Asia, pricing will vary slightly depending on taxes and import duties, but Kawasaki has clearly aimed to offer strong value for money. Given the quality of the components, the timeless design, and the engaging performance, the Z650RS represents a sweet spot for riders who want something that feels special without requiring superbike-level budgets. Unique selling points for the Z650RS are abundant. Its ability to blend nostalgia with modern reliability is perhaps its biggest draw. Riders who grew up idolizing Kawasaki's E1 or Z900 from decades past will find the Z650RS scratches that itch without the headaches of owning a vintage machine. At the same time, younger riders who may have no personal connection to Kawasaki's history will appreciate the lightweight, approachable nature and stylish looks. It's a bike that works just as well for daily commutes as it does for weekend rides through scenic mountain passes. The balance of performance, comfort, and affordability makes it a truly versatile choice in the middleweight category. In practice, the Z650RS feels like more than the sum of its parts. On a casual Sunday ride, it delivers enough character to make every twist of the throttle exciting, yet it remains forgiving enough for less experienced riders to build their skills. It's not the bike that overwhelms with excessive horsepower or complex electronics. Instead, it focuses on what matters: a smooth engine, agile chassis, comfortable ergonomics, and styling that turns heads everywhere you go. Kawasaki's subtle refinements for 2026, from traction control to improved ABS and fresh colorways, prove that they're listening to rider feedback and evolving the RS line without losing its soul. As we wrap up this full review, it's clear the 2026 Kawasaki Z650RS isn't just a retro-styled motorcycle, it's a carefully crafted homage of Kawasaki's history and a reminder of why we ride in the first place. It delivers that emotional connection many riders crave, while still providing the dependability and performance we've come to expect from modern bikes. Whether you're stepping up from a smaller machine, coming back to riding after some time away, or simply looking for a bike that makes every ride feel special, the Z650RS is worth your attention. Kawasaki has once again proven that you don't need blistering horsepower or excessive gadgets to create a motorcycle that captures your heart. So, is the Z650RS the ultimate middleweight retro roadster for 2026? If you value style, versatility, and a price tag that won't drain your savings, the answer is a resounding yes. It's the kind of bike that doesn't just get you from point A to point B, it makes the journey itself unforgettable. That's it for this deep dive into Kawasaki's latest modern classic. If you enjoyed this review and found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, Subscribe to Gear Shift Hub for more in-depth motorcycle content, and let us know in the comments what you think of the Z650RS. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep your passion for two wheels alive.